Welcome to CoD. This week where we talk about CDL news, pro settings, and take a deeper dive into the game. So let's get into it. The EWC dropped a bomb a couple days before this tournament started. Coaches could now talk to players mid-game. For Hardpoint, it was pointless. The comms literally sounded the same, but we didn't hear what was going on between rounds in Control and Search and Destroy. For right now, I think coaches should have 2 timeouts in S&D and 1 in Control for play calling. Letting them talk throughout the entire game gives them too much info and lowers the skill gap. Both 100T and FaZe flopped at EWC. FaZe got packed up by Omen, a challengers team, and LAT got top 8, losing to OpTic. Now rumors are flying about LAT/FaZe super team, with Celium, Scrap, Hydra, and one of Simp or Abizi. Here's the truth. That's not happening. Simp and Abizi have locked in contracts for next year, and unless Nadeshot takes a $500,000 loan, there's no shot. I'm sorry, but Celium to 100T, that would be disgusting. In all honesty, I think LAT should stick, and FaZe should blow up the trio and keep Draza. I know I sound stupid, but I will stand on business on that. What the fuck? OpTic Gaming, after being down 0-2 to Heretics, go on to win the entire thing. The composure from this team is unreal, especially for such a new roster. And now OpTic have gone back to back with Champs and EWC. And if you were talking about OpTic Simp, well, that dream is dead. And somewhere on Twitter, I can hear 100,000 so-called OpTic fans crying in the trenches right now. Congrats to OpTic, they looked insane. And congrats to Patrick X Price for 1, not competing and destroying these frauds, and 2, somehow still rage baiting everybody in 2025. Scrap, the longest neck in the league, got his start back in Advanced Warfare, pulling up to locals as just a kid. Even then, he had that toxic energy, the attitude, the ego. He was the ultimate piece of shit. In the best way, of course. By Black Ops 4, Scrap upgraded, facing off against names like Merc, Shotzzy, and Illy. And when he started competing in Cold War, it wouldn't be long until the CDL took notice. And when they did, it was obvious he was going to be a superstar. The only real question, how good was his shit talk going to be? Scrap's career so far has been nothing but success, but how did he perform this season? Well, Scrap will put up a 1.11 HP KD, 1.18 S&D KD, which is the highest in the league, and a 1.14 KD in Control. Not to mention, Scrap led the league in damage in Hardpoint and Control. All of that adds up to a 1.13 overall KD, and to add 2 major MVPs, 2 major victories, and the crown jewel, the 2025 regular season MVP. If you ever want to extend your neck like Scrap and torture yourself to greatness, here are his key settings to try out. We all know that the perfect hold starts with the hill before it. Here, Vancouver is in a 3v4 at P3. Down a man, Surge needs individuals to win their ones, and that's exactly what happens. Scrap and Envoy take fights that aren't tradable, allowing Surge to flip the map and set up perfectly for the next hill.
Heads up and aware, and Abuza has come to play. Might be the first one to get the double digits.
Surge, they really wanted to fight their way through, and the timing is fantastic. They're
With
out.
7 seconds left on old, both teams shift focus. Surge has new spawns, but LAT doesn't fully commit to new, leaving the door open. Their push is staggered. No team trades, just individual attempts. Abuza and 04 win their ones. Abuza then calls out the last person at each 3, and Nasty finishes the clean 4 down onto Hydra. Surge now owns spawns and the setup. The worst case scenario for LAT.
Trapped for now. Surge, can you contain them? The answer is, oh yeah, baby! What a win from Nasty! 10 kills for Abuza, 04 now as well. A spree on everyone from Surge.
In Vancouver, Surge.
Rotations win games. Surge initially missed red spawns, but being set up early let them recover instantly. Even when Abuza dies off H1, the spawn comes right next to the hill, a second wave for Surge. Meanwhile, LAT spawns far and in worse positions.
They've also won every single rotation. Nasty pushed out to the front, 04 the collector inside at a time, and Nasty trying to give you something extra. At least gets one before he falls, and the job for his teammates right now looking easy. Vancouver Surge, this is as good as it gets on red card.
LAT here have their best chance to get time at this hill, beating the first wave without 2 or more players falling. But again, Surge with close spawns can trade out quickly, playing another wave of effective trades and more points to the scoreboard.
In the hands of Surge. Ghosty on the approach now, and it's going to be a foot race towards time. Numbers are there. Abuza over the top. Trophies in play. Scrap, he's going to eviscerate 04 from inside. Abuza over the top. No 2 for him. And the guns are screaming right now from Abuza and Co.
LAT fails to break and has to rotate. Meanwhile, Surge gets to soak and rotate. They started this hill with 78 points. By the end, it's a 55-point swing. Perfect holds don't win you the game. They just make it a whole lot easier.